Hi.
I know we were talking backstage, but yeah, I took last week off. I did not feel it was morally right for me to go on YouTube when I was off of work, so I took last week off, and
I totally would have, though, by the way.
I don't know. If someone's giving me the chance to feel better, then I am not gonna take advantage of that and like goof around. So I took the time to rest and recuperate, and I did a lot of cleaning in my house. And well, I needed this hat, so I'm going to take this hat off because I think it makes my head look. It looks fine when I'm outside, but like sitting in a room, it looks funny. But you didn't forget, yay! Hi, Trapper. Um, so I knitted this hat while I was off. So it goes from like a lime green to a navy blue, and then back up to green again. So I did
Cool.
that. I baked bread. I cleaned out my pantry. I cleaned out my fridge. I cleaned out my freezer. I did a bunch of cleaning. I did a bunch of organizing and just broke down a bunch of boxes that I needed to break down for a really long time. It was just ridiculous. Just
Yeah,
stupid.
don't you love that feeling though? Once you get that pile of that mountain of boxes out of view, and either out of view or like consolidated into a tidy pile.
Hey, Sad Bones, how are you? She was having technical difficulties. I popped over to say hi because I saw she was going live. I forgot she got that second notification. Trapper, it doesn't matter if I send her 3 notifications. I could put the notification in a chat or a DM to her and she'd still forget. This obliviousness is rubbing off on her. Well, okay. So I said I got a bunch of things to talk about. So the first one is going to be this. So why am I holding a giant Darth Vader? Because the man, the myth, the legend, James Earl Jones, turned 91 today.
Really?
Yes, it is his 91st birthday today.
Happy birthday, Darth Vader's voice and other voices and acting moments.
He's that's just iconic. I mean, if he when he passes away, there's nothing. What are you going to do with Darth Vader? I mean, they're going to either have to like go back and clip words together or something because that is the voice. That James Earl Jones is the voice. Is that a clock? Yeah, it's a giant Lego clock, a Lego man, and I had this thing for years, years and years and years, and it's still the same battery. And then his chest turns red when you, and that's how you turn off or like hit snooze on the alarm clock.
So does it just look like a Lego, or did you actually have to assemble it with Lego bricks?
No, it just looks like a Lego. I mean, he's a little Lego dude,
Okay.
and his arms move and his legs move and stuff like that, just like a Lego guy. But yeah, he's just I got him like on clearance at some store. I just thought it was super cool, and
Trapper.
it doesn't make like Darth Vader noises or anything. It doesn't do any of that. But I don't know. I just thought he looked cool, and Darth Vader's my favorite villain besides Boba Fett.
Is Boba Fett a villain? We'll get into that.
We'll get into that. What's up, Tats? How are you? And then Ross, I built this too.
Nice. You know, if I was home, if I had a home, I would totally get those Lego stuff. Because I mean, building stuff like that, that's always been my thing. I love building stuff, but where am I going to put it? On the road.
Right. I mean, unless you're gonna glue it together, which I mean, between Baby Yoda and Batman, those are the two I have so far. Um, I didn't glue them together. Hey, Auntie! Peacemaker would destroy that Boba Fett. We're gonna talk about that too, John. So we can get into. We'll segue into those, but yeah, I built Legos. I baked bread. I knitted a hat. And today I went back to work, and I'm wearing a Batman shirt too. I didn't even mean to do this. This has been on since this morning, and I didn't know you were coming on until a couple of hours ago. Hi, Mom. Hey, Payne. So I don't know if you guys saw my post on Instagram, but we'll go right into Boba Fett. So I got this guy. I had pre-ordered him.
Oh yeah, I saw your post.
They shipped him in nothing but the sorter, and the sorter wasn't even taped shut. So he's beat to hell, which is sad because this is like trending right now. I think his PPG's at like $27 for the shared one.
Is
And
it? Okay, so it's gone down since the last time I've looked at it.
yeah, I mean, the last I checked, I think he's at like 27. The con sticker one is like 150 something, crazy.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
the reason I mean, I'm glad I got him, but I'm just upset that he's so screwed up. So I put him in a pop protector just so he doesn't get any more beat up than he already is. But all right, Book of Boba Fett. So my dad.
Wait.
What?
Let's talk about shipping stuff. So
Okay, shipping stuff. Go ahead.
they shipped your item in an untaped sorter.
Correct.
Subsequently, I don't know, maybe that's not the right word. I've seen 2 or 3 other people post pictures of them getting their boxes shipped to them in untaped sorters. So apparently that's standard operating procedure for whoever you bought that from.
Walmart.
Okay, Walmart. Yeah. I got this off of an eBay auction for $15.
Nice.
Yeah. And it came shipped properly. Now, speaking of shipping improperly, and we talked about this in the last one. Somebody shipped me a pop wrapped in craft paper, and that's it.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that. Yeah.
Last week, somebody shipped me the Winter Soldier Amazon exclusive in a pop protector with the shipping label glued onto the pop protector.
Shut up.
And that's it. You could see the entire pop. I got my money. I got my money. It was completely destroyed. I got my money refunded, but it was like, how can you possibly think that that's an acceptable way to ship something?
My Damaged Mike Tyson arrived today. Classic, no plastic, and room to spare in the box via Amazon. Oh yeah, Amazon's the other one that's horrible. I mean, sometimes it depends on who you get in Amazon. Sometimes I get where it's just the pop loose with nothing on it. Sometimes they're in the sorter loose. And sometimes I think you get somebody who kind of understands what they are and puts, at least a couple of those bubble pillow things in there.
It depends on if you buy it from a third-party seller on Amazon, you're more likely to get it shipped properly. If you buy it from like Amazon Prime, where they have everything in a big warehouse, that's where the things. But okay, before we go into the thing, here's my other pickup that I got from an eBay auction.
Ooh.
It's not super expensive, but it's so cool. I got this for like $10.
I don't know if is that the redo of that one, or is that the original?
Well, it's old, but there's like 2 or 3 different versions. It's a bobblehead with the medium-sized print.
Okay, so yeah, the big prints are the ones that are like super expensive.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
I love Boba Fett. I have a ton of Boba Fett. That is my question too. Sadbone says, I saw a TikTok and someone shipped stuff packed with masks, and I Want This Stuff says, how does that even get accepted by USPS? Now, I got a box from I Want This Stuff, and I sent them a message because it looked like someone kicked that box like it was like a soccer ball. But they packaged it so well that what was inside was still minty fresh. So, I mean, I got really lucky because it was indented. That box was indented a good 3 to 4 inches. Now, the box I have from them to open tonight came good. So this one's in good condition.
And that's from who?
That's from I Want This Stuff. So I've been in there, and if you guys aren't following them on Whatnot, make sure that you do, and I'll show you guys why in a minute. But I've been hanging out in Brian and Nick's auctions for the past couple of weeks, and I've gotten some steals. So I got Neo from the Matrix, the new Neo. I got a brand new Rabbit Hole. Do we want to talk about do you want to go through the packages? Do you want me to open what you sent me to before we get into this talking about the shows?
We can. Well, let's talk about the Book of Boba Fett, and then.
All right, we'll talk about the Book of Boba Fett. What's up, Clarissa? And Umpty says, "Wait, Ross is Boba Fett. I see a resemblance."
I mean, I have too much hair, but
yeah, it's true.
Not for long.
Okay, so my dad, they upgraded their internet. My dad, hey Eric.
What's up, Eric?
my dad finally got to watch it because his Roku started working again, and so he watched the Book of Boba Fett, and he brought up a very good point. Now, I've watched all of them so far, and I think the last one got better. I thought the first one was super slow. And after the end of The Mandalorian, when he came in, and then what they showed is like him, the starting of the Book of Boba Fett, when he walks into Jabba's palace and kills everybody, I expected like a shoot 'em up, action packed show. I did not. Talk to you later. Bye, John. Thanks for coming. I expected that show to be just crazy action packed. There's some things that I've liked, and there's some things that I really have not liked. So, chat, I don't know what you guys think. If you guys have been watching Book of Boba Fett, what you guys have thought. I have picked up Fennec, Shin, and Boba Fett, both from I Want This Stuff recently, from the 2 pops that have come out from the line. Because I like Boba Fett. I've always liked Boba Fett. Boba Fett reminds me of my Uncle Jeff when we were kids, and he, I don't remember why, I don't remember what it was, but for some reason, I always associate my Uncle Jeff with Boba Fett. And so he's been like my favorite character, one of my favorite characters since the start, like since way back when we had the Kenner action figures, he had the Millennium Falcon, and we played and stuff. Hashtag never seen it, not shocked. I don't want to hear anything about it. I'm not going to give it like specifics. I'm just going to say I expected.
I am.
Okay. Then mute us, Umpty. Mute us for sure.
Well, maybe I won't, but
I don't want to give spoilers away, but I just want to say it's not what I expected. I guess I expected more out of it, and I think it's because The Mandalorian was such an awesome series, and it has been for 2 seasons, that I expected Book of Boba Fett to keep up with that same pace of the characters, the good storylines, and everything else. And for me, Book of Boba Fett has drug a little bit, and then my dad brought up a really good point. He and I were texting because he watched them all, and let me find what he sent me.
Well, I'll say the disjointedness, the separation from my memory of the end of Mandalorian to my first watching of the first episode of Book of Boba Fett, I was lost. I was like, when is this happening? Why is this happening? Like, is this a prequel? What is going on? And I don't know if other people felt that way, but I was kind of confused.
Well, Eric says it has to build a backstory to a character that has been basically dead to the franchise. And I agree. And there's like, if you, on Disney Plus, they do have some extra things. And one of them was kind of like, why is Boba Fett like so popular? Because when they break it down to how long he was actually in the movies, and then there's a couple of times they pointed out, I didn't even realize that he was in the background when they're talking about bounty hunters and stuff in the Star Wars. But my dad brought up a point when he was texting me. He said, I liked it for the most part. I don't totally understand why Boba Fett is portrayed as relatively mild-mannered Mandalorian. Seems out of sync with the culture of warriors. The Mandalorian was a shoot first and ask questions later. But yes, the Tuskens were pretty cool. And I agree with what Eric's saying. My dog drags his butt, but he's still entertaining. Hey, Johnny, how are you? Hey, Bobbert. I agree that they have to build a backstory. I wasn't expecting that backstory. And I also, I like Ross said, I feel like it's a little disjointed with the when they bring the flashbacks in and when he's in current, and it's like the current storyline doesn't really have anything to do with the backstory, so it feels disjointed. He was supposed to be in the main... Well, except he dies. Or you think that he's dead anyway. God, I hated that sand monster thing. And it started off like the first episode, if you saw it, when he's cutting his way out of that sand pit creature thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that part was cool because it explained how he got out, and then explained how he lost his armor, which is when he got it back at the end of Mandalorian and everything else. And I was like, sweet, this is picking up where Mandalorian left off, you know, and that. And then it was kind of like, I was kind of sitting there going, the hell just happened?
Okay, so wait a second. When is this taking place? Is this taking place before The Mandalorian? Or after?
It's supposed to be... This part of it is after The Mandalorian, because he's got his armor back. So it's...
I thought Jabba the Hutt died a long time ago.
He died in Return of the Jedi, and Return of the Jedi is also where Boba Fett went down into that monster. So,
oh my god. Okay, I am not nerd enough for this stuff.
Yeah, so that all happened because they were on the sand barge when Return of the Jedi, like at the very start of it, is when they're on Tatooine and the sand barge, and they're going to execute Luke and Han Solo.
Right.
And R2-D2 and C-3PO were on the barge. R2-D2 shoots Luke, his lightsaber, fight ensues. Slave Leia's there. They rescue her. She chokes Jabba to death, and he dies. But in the meantime, when this is like right when Han came out of carbonite, so he can't really see yet. And he says, Boba Fett where? And he backs into Boba Fett and knocks Boba Fett off the barge into the monster.
And that's the beginning of the Book of Boba Fett.
So that happens, and then somewhere within 24 hours of, or, you know, a relatively short period of time from when that scene happens is when Book of Boba Fett starts, where it shows him cutting out of the monster and climbing up onto the sand, and then the sand, or not the sand people, I forget what they're called, Jawas or whatever, come and steal all of his armor.
His armor, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Book of Boba Fett is way before The Mandalorian. Because
that part of it is. The parts of it where you see him with Fennec Shand and like Jennifer Beals being the owner of the bar and all that kind of stuff, and then the Jabba the Hutt twins, that's all after The Mandalorian. That's the problem. Is parts of it are pre-Mandalorian, parts of it are post-Mandalorian. All in the same episode.
So that much time goes on between him training with the Tusken Raiders and him returning to whatever city that is where he becomes the ruler.
Correct.
Okay.
So they're using those when he's sleeping in that water or something that heals him or whatever that is. Mm-hmm. And I associate that with like when Luke was in there, you know, when Luke got, I think it was after he was out in the snow or whatever, and they had to put him in the Hoth. So it's like an episode of Once Upon a Time. Sure. You didn't like Mandalorian? I did, but that's because I'm obviously obsessed with Baby Yoda. But that's what see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You're saying I'm not nerd enough to understand it. If people haven't seen those, especially Return of the Jedi, and if you haven't seen The Mandalorian, you're going to have no effing clue what's going on.
But one thing I can agree on with you and your dad is that the episodes are getting better. Like the third episode was so much better than the first one. And I think they're going to continue to get better. I mean, it's still Jon Favreau and the same producer directors as The Mandalorian. So I think it's going to end up being amazing.
Hey, Teresa Newell, how are you? And I agree. I think the fourth episode was better than the third one. And I'm hoping that it ties it full circle at some point towards the end. Now, I don't know what that's going to be yet, but they've already kind of tied some of the flashback stuff now into episode 4, where something from his past is now coming, you know, it's now in the future, or, you know, in the present. I know I still sound nasally. I feel fine. But I still sound a little nasally. So the present part is, per Eric, the present part is 5 years after the Return of the Jedi. Okay. My dad says there should not be a kind and gentle Mandalorian.
Why? They're still humans underneath their masks.
I think that's true, but I think what he's talking about is the mindset. So like what you see the difference between The Mandalorian and actually Bo-Katan, like that different mindset. Like Bo-Katan is what I think of as a Mandalorian. Like shoot first, ask questions later. That's the kind of like what I think of when I think of a Mandalorian.
I think that's what appeals to so many people is the fact that they're kind and gentle behind the mask.
And is it because of he was the typical Mandalorian back in Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back and stuff like that. But I think, and maybe my dad will want to argue with me on this, but I think the flashbacks are explaining why he has become how he is. And I think a lot of that has to do with what you saw with who he trained with and how he got to be where he was before he got his armor back.
No, are these based off of books or are these written off of somebody's interpretation and projection and ideas from the movies?
It's my understanding, and Eric may correct me. Yeah, that's true. He's not a Mandalorian; he's a clone. It's my understanding that this is Jon Favreau and that same team of people that were writing the Mandalorian stories that have been writing the Boba Fett, the book of Boba Fett.
Because you could possibly see somebody's interpretation of Boba Fett being kind and thoughtful behind the mask, because I remember pictures of his son, who he clearly had strong fatherly feelings for in the original Star Wars movies. So that might have been the entire start of the character development for the current Boba Fett. Just a thought.
Well, I appreciate you coming by, Mama J. I really do.
I'm never here to see her either, because I usually work on Tuesdays, but the last couple of weeks, not so much.
Not so much. And I know John already left, but have you watched Peacemaker at all?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No. Should I?
Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about. I was hoping John was going to be here to throw in his 2 cents. John, Trapper, those guys, love it. And I don't know some of the things make me crack up laughing, and some of them I'm like, I cannot believe they just said that. So Peacemaker is John Cena. It is on HBO Max, I think. And it's a continuation of what happens after the most recent Suicide Squad movie.
Okay, so I figured that was the character. I remember the character, which I didn't like that movie, and you didn't either.
No, it wasn't great. And I honestly didn't like John Cena's character in that movie. I thought he was a douche. And so, but John's like, you got to watch it. It's super funny. I'm like, whatever. And I would have to agree with, so DC Universe, yes. So I have to agree with Trapper, though. Eagly is awesome. Like honestly, the freaking Eagle is my favorite character. That and his other sidekick. God, why can't I think of his name? Trapper. Vigilante. Vigilante is hilarious. Some of the things that are said in there, I think if you are if you're sensitive at all, like socially sensitive at all, don't watch it. There's these days. I'm shocked though with the way that the world has become, that some of the humor is in this show, because I would expect backlash. Like
there is, you're just not in those circles where the backlash is being talked about.
I would assume so. I mean, I would just expect it to be in the news because of some of the things that are being said, and racial issues that are being shown in there and things like that. It's very in your face. I told my dad it's funny to an extent. And it's gotten better. Like I said, the first 2 episodes I was kind of like, I don't know. I watched the 3rd one. I thought that one was funny. But it's a whole different look for DC. It's much brighter. You know how more DC movies tend to be dark, like just the settings are darker and everything else. It's a lot lighter. It's a lot more in your face. It's a lot more slapstick humor in it. Like Archie Bunker and Jefferson, yes, very much so, Mama J. Like in like stuff that I thought, I as soon as I heard some things come out of one of the characters' mouths, I was just like, he did not just say that. Like, I don't even know how this is not going to get like shut down. Newell said she wasn't a huge fan of it. And it's like one of those things. It's like I didn't really get like the Office humor. Like some of them I thought were funny, but it's not like it wasn't like one of my favorite shows. You know, Friends. I watched some of them. I thought they were funny. Not all of them were my favorite shows. Seinfeld. Some of them I thought were funny. Some of them I didn't get. So it's kind of that kind of a humor. Like you either get it or you don't. But there are some pretty funny parts. There's also some pretty raunchy parts. There's nudity in it. That's why I said it. It's not appropriate for kids in any way, shape, or form. It's not even 10-year-olds. I would say unless they're a teenager, it's not appropriate at all.
I'll have to try to watch an episode of this on my weekend, but it sounds like a mashup between the last whatever, can't even think right now.
Suicide Squad?
Yeah, and The Boys. You ever watch The Boys?
Yeah, and I gave The Boys a chance because the first episode when the one character that plays the guy that looks like Aquaman or whatever, did what he did in the conference room there, I was like, are you joking me right now?
Yeah.
And that just made me sick, and I didn't want to watch it anymore, and then I watched... So it's not appropriate. No, it's not appropriate. I didn't want to watch it, and then someone's like, just get through the couple more episodes, you know, it gets better or whatever, and I think I watched, like, maybe 3 or 4 of those. It's Brandy and Ross. What's up, Ginger? How are you?
Why am I lowercase? Hey, it's Brandy! And Ross.
And Ross.
I scared all the senior citizens living down in the wing that I'm staying in.
You can hear them, or they can hear you?
No, they probably just heard me, and they're freaking out right now. The traveling cook is yelling in his room. They're ringing their little buttons right now. Pendant press, room 123. Pendant press, room 124.
They're talking about inappropriate things. I'm not saying any of the words because I can't. Ross, there you go, big letters.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Look at it. You're getting all kinds of love. If you guys haven't watched Sad Bones, check her out. I know she was having technical difficulties just a few minutes ago, but great channel, very chill, good conversation. Make sure you check it out. And you guys, why I want this stuff is here. So I do want to open the box before Nick and Brian have to go. They are... How far are you guys away right now?
YouTube is my TV. YouTube is my TV in the morning.
477 subscribers. They're trying to get to 500. If they get to 500, they're giving away 2 social media Freddies, and there's a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to throw in a snack crate as well as a giveaway for their 500. So anybody can grab one of those, and you're more than welcome to come on the show if you win it, or you can just have it. They're fun, something different. I did Pakistan recently. I've got Egypt and Poland right now sitting in the background. But so they're 23 away. Love to help them get to 500. If you have not subscribed to them, please do. I will copy this and put this in the chat.
I thought I was subscribed. I wasn't. Sorry, guys. I really thought I was. But now I am. So they're
right.
78 now.
So before we talk about the movie, I don't know what's in this one. I don't want to show this off yet because I'm super excited about that. And I am going to completely blame Brian and Nick for my new rabbit hole. And I have no idea what's in this box. So we're going to...
I have a potentially new rabbit hole. Well, only one item, but I think other people would think it's really cool.
Well, part of this new rabbit hole is part of what I told you I had to send to you. It hasn't gotten here yet, though. I ordered it.
Oh, maybe we're talking about the same rabbit hole. I don't know.
Possibly. Yes. Okay, there is another one in here. So we are going to talk about the rabbit hole next. So this is what I was just talking about. I should have opened this while we were talking about it because this is the new Book of Boba Fett pop. And then I just picked up Fennec Shand from them too. And I don't know why I'm like coughing because I've been talking all day and I haven't been, but I also just stirred up a bunch of dust in here because I redid all of this up here because it was all stacked full of pops that needed a home or needed organization. And I hate to dust things, but this is the new Boba Fett. Here, let me take that off. Oh, Jada cars? Yeah, I have a Jada car too. I have where is it? I have the Back to the Future car. So this is the new Boba Fett from Book of Boba Fett.
Okay, so that's a Funko Pop.
And then I just got the Fennec Shand one too. But as you can see, minty. But then I gotta blame Brian and Nick because they've started me on a new rabbit hole. And I think I don't know which one of them I was talking to earlier, but what's up, Nadia? These are my favorite, and I ordered you one because they have Batman.
If it's what I think it is, I'm going to be psyched. If it's not what I think it is, I'm still probably going to be psyched.
Well, it's a little bit different, but it's something that I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have. But they have Batman, and he looks really cool. So I have 2 of them now, and this is my second one. And I have both of the pops that go with this. So this is the first one.
Oh my God! I knew it.
So I ordered you the Batman. I didn't order you that one.
No, that I just did that. I did the search because while you were talking, I'm like, if this is what I think it is, I've seen this come up a lot, and I've seen that Batman. I'm like, man, that's so cool. Yeah, these are really cool things.
These are great. These are my new jam. I'm actually going to take Sloth out. So I got it. I saw this one. I was like, well, shit, he's got the Superman. What did I just do with those scissors? He's got the Superman shirt on. So he goes with my Sloth Pop, right? And then they had a Chunk. And the first time when I got in their auction, I didn't win that one. I didn't win Chunk. Somebody outbid me on that. Now, Eric has got the other one that I want that I've also ordered now, which is Ralphie in the pink bunny suit. So it's like almost every grail that I have, they've come out with one of these for them. But these are vinyl. They look like they're knitted.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see what it looks like.
Clamshells just like a pop would be, but they got a little rubber tab on the back. It says handmade.
So are they cloth?
No, they're vinyl. He's a vinyl figure.
Those are so cool.
But I mean, I don't know if I can get him to. But even like on the logo and stuff, and they have mini ones too. But they only have Wonder Woman in a mini right now, and you have to order a 4-pack. But then stuck inside of it says inspected with care, manufacturing robot, and it gives you what robot number there are. That actually made it. But I think they're absolutely freaking adorable. And I know Nick and Brian have... Ralphie was the quickest to sell out. Should have a few new characters showing up this week, including that Oogie Boogie. No,
I don't want the Oogie Boogie. That was what the character that showed up when I did my search, when I was like, I know what she's going to show.
Yeah, so they have Batman. They have a mini Batman. So they have some that are minis, and then they have these. And they've got Mama Fratelli. They've got One-Eyed Willie coming out as well. And of the Goonies ones. And Chunk is like, I just got the OG Chunk up there, and it's the same outfit, with the red jacket and the Hawaiian shirt on and stuff. So now I've got him.
I think we could do a you heard it here first. I think that you guys should start buying these things. These things are really, really cool. They display awesomely. I think that they're going to get into the conventions where they're going to have exclusives.
They do. There's a Ghostface, and you can get it on their website. So, hang on, let me pull up their website.
Yeah, I would start buying these things. These are potentially going to be like Funko back in the 2009, 2010s.
And they're coming out with Harry Potter. They do have an exclusive. There's a Ghostface exclusive that was Emerald City Comic Con. He's got a green metallic face. But they have, I think there's a glow. Let me share the screen.
They have a Signature Series 1 with the ghost face too. I've seen that.
So there's Ralphie, Shaggy. So if you're a Scooby fan, and Scooby, Mickey Mouse. So they've got Disney ones. I know they have Maleficent, and I know that Nick and Brian have Maleficent on their show. They have Shaggy. So here's the ghost face. So they've got the fluorescent pink one. This is the normal ghost face. Then you can get the ECC exclusive one. He's $20. They have the ECC one. These are the eggs. They've got Pennywise, Hannibal Lecter. I mean, there's Mama
Fratelli.
Yeah, Mama Fratelli. And look at like the mutton chops, like where her chin is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Freaking great. Gizmo. There's Ralphie, so I ordered him. Here's your Disney characters: Sally and Jack, Scooby. There's One-Eyed Willie from the Goonies. You got the Joker. There's the Batman. So I ordered you a Batman.
Thank you.
So that you have that.
I was gonna get one, but
that's the little micro Batman. Isn't he cute?
Cute.
There's Harley. For you Harley fans. Harley Quinn. Simba and Maleficent. There's a couple. I mean, they've got a ton of the horror ones, and then these are the coming soon ones. So they've got the Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the Nun. There's another Ghostface, and then
they got some Harry Potter ones.
Harry Potter's Hedwig, Hagrid, Ron.
They probably haven't got the franchise license yet, Eric. I'd imagine.
There's Buddy.
No, they have to. If they have Disney, they have to have.
Right. So now there's the big Wonder Woman. She wasn't on here the other day, so now there is a Wonder Woman coming. But that is the one that you can get right now, which is the set of 4 minis, which is Flash and the eggs, which is Flash, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Ooh. Well, you know the Star Wars stuff is coming. I almost said crap and apologize, but I just meant stuff.
I mean, this one is actually like, I'm not into horror, but he is so freaking cute that I might actually get this one. And I don't know what, like, this is 69. I don't know what number, like, was number 1, or even if it's even still available or anything like that, but I think they're absolutely freaking adorable. And I know if I heard someone told me that they might be coming out with like Pirates of the Caribbean, like Jack and stuff like that. And if they do that, obviously I'm going to have to get that for my mom. But I haven't decided yet if I'm going to keep these in box or take them out of box. No Grogu yet.
Yeah, I think this is the next big thing. I could be wrong. I've been wrong 2 times before. I
don't know. And the thing is, like I saw him on their thing, and when I saw Sloth, I had to have him because he's in the Superman shirt and he goes with my Grail. Yeah. And I've gotten them cheaper on there than I can get them shipped. You know, like if I'm buying them from like GameStop. I've heard Walmart has them. Sometimes you might even be able to get one on like clearance. Like somebody said they had some of them for $4. I don't know what characters they are. I checked today when I was there because my printer took a crap, so I had to get a new printer today. And I don't know. I think they're cool. I think they're adorable. There's so much detail in them, even though it's just paint. But the stitches and everything, I mean, they look like, if you weren't holding it, you would think it's cloth. You would think it's a plush.
Yeah.
So that's my new rabbit hole. And possibly yours too, because I bought you Batman. But
Well, I'm going to be so happy to have the Batman because, like I told you, I had seen them from people posting. I'm like, oh my God. And I actually went to their site and I had it in my cart and I was like, okay, well, I can't buy more stuff. Like, where am I going to put this? But I'm happy that you got it from me because I wanted it. And yeah, I think they're going to be huge. And the more that people talk about them, like here, even though we're a cute, happy, awesome, amazing, small gathering of amazing people, there's going to be a couple people that are going to go talk to their friends about this that we're here. And then those people are going to talk to their friends about it. And all of a sudden, it's going to be like, have you seen these crazy things that look like they're stuffed animal things, but they're actual plastic?
so the price difference just in a week between when I got Sloth and when I got Chunk from them went up. Like I paid about $4 or $5 more for Chunk than I did for Sloth, and like I said, I didn't see the Ralphie. If I would have, I would have jumped on that too because of me having Ralphie. And if they come out with Back to the Future ones, I'd have to get those. Like this is my new rabbit hole. I mean, they're adorable. It's something different, and they're well made. And I hope it doesn't go to the extent of what Funko's gone to because,
Well, I hope that the actual retailer doesn't freak out and jack the prices up. I hope they keep their prices consistent and sane and let the crazy flippers and us change the prices due to our obsession with collecting crazy things.
Eric says GameStop has some for $12.99. Well, now I'm gonna have to pre-order Wonder Woman because I have like everything Wonder Woman, which segues into my next thing.
Oh,
I will have to say, the way that they do ship these is top notch.
oh yes.
So everybody knows that I love Wonder Woman, so I had to get her. I have all of these now except for Batman. And John from JLH has tried to help me a couple of times, like when they've gone back up on Funko. But I've missed it.
I have an extra Batman.
Well, if you want to sell it, you let me know. Because that's the only one I don't have. My parents got me Captain America for Christmas, and then I got myself Iron Man when it came out. Which I don't understand. You got... Well, I guess they're going Marvel DC so far. So if they're keeping it in that kind of a theme, then the next one should be...
I thought I saw that it was Thor.
Is it Thor? Yeah, so it should be Marvel.
Somebody posted possible leak that it was Thor.
Now, I will say this is like somebody said in the other one, the body wasn't die-cast. This one is die-cast. The body on her.
Okay, so that's cool. But yeah, the Batman is only his head and his cape. As far as, I mean, it seems like it's only his head and cape.
Yeah, no, she's 100% die-cast.
I wish the Batman was.
Our arm moves a little bit, but yeah, I mean, you can see where they screwed her body together back here because it's die-cast and everything else. But they did like a good metallic paint on her. Oh, my dad's texting me. He's continuing on the conversation about Boba Fett. But I mean, they did even take this. They even shipped her with her sword sealed up. I haven't decided. Like I kind of hang on. Let me take that off. I kind of feel like these are meant to be displayed and not in box. Because of how cool the actual pre-order Scooby-Doo, poor Christina. Did you see what Caitlin said?
Yeah, I mean, Wonder Woman, it does have like alien powers, and Batman is just a rich dude with a bunch of toys.
But these cases, being these clear cases and everything, are just fantastic.
Are they? They're so cool.
That's why I'm like, I might put these out of box. Like in this case like that, but I might just display these because I think they're so freaking cool. These acrylic boxes, and I know I've seen like some other people do acrylic boxes, where they've customized them so you could put your pop in there and they're clear like this and etched and everything else. But I mean, honestly, I know the price point is not something that everybody can afford because these are like $50 a piece. And hang on, my dad's texting me again. My dad says, I didn't explain the comment about the kind and gentle Mandalorian. While he is not a pure Mandalorian, a clone, neither was the Mandalorian. He was rescued and trained in their way. They do have compassion, kind and gentle, when they perceive there is good they are defending. However, they have little patience or compassion where evil is concerned. I was shocked that he was not immediately retaliatory towards the equivalent of the motorcycle gang. I'm not going to say what you said there. Of course, it wouldn't be a series if everything happened in one episode. So, good point. Good point, Dad. Good point.
Plus, you also have to pick your battles.
True. But I don't know that they've gotten to that, what's going to happen. I think some more of that's going to happen in episode 5. All right, so what do you guys think? The diecast. Are the diecast something, I mean, I know Caitlin didn't order this. Diecast, do you guys think that they should be kept in box like this? Or do you think they should be out in their acrylic case?
Mine is out in this acrylic case.
Now I want to check. I have Cap sitting here.
I'll probably, if they do a Joker one, I'll probably get the Joker one too. But yeah.
Well, see, now I'm to the point of, do I keep collecting them because, Cap is sealed. Do I keep collecting them because I have them and so that I keep the series and so, next thing I know, and maybe they stop doing them so that they're going to be more valuable. This is the shared sticker, but I don't know that it mattered too much on him.
I would say depends on if you want to collect them all. They might keep doing 2 or 3 a year for the next 5 or 6 years.
I mean, see, that's where I don't know if I'm gonna be a completionist. I mean, Cap's gone up in value quite a bit. His whole body's diecast too.
Huh.
Boy, he's heavy.
That's what she said. Because that's what you just said. It's cool. I think they're so cool.
I love them. I really do, and that's why it wasn't just something that was like a whim for Christmas. I actually really like these. I've been super impressed with this line that they've done.
You are frozen.
I'm frozen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe I am. I don't know.
No, you're not. I can see you moving. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. Oh. I mean, you were like an icon for a second, and then you're back frozen again.
Hang on, I'm trying to load it up again.
Oh, okay.
See if it comes back up.
I think I just burped and it looped with a delay onto your vocals, your audio.
Awesome. So this is the other cam. Hang on. Wrong cam. Let's see if it turns back on. If it doesn't, I'll just switch over to the other one. Happens to me at least once every show.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if my video card is not strong enough for this new camera or what. I mean, I love the new camera because it actually...
You made me totally like doubting myself, but the body of the Batman is definitely not metal. His Batwing is, his cape is, and his head. His body is vinyl. One of the coolest pops ever made.
There, I'm back. I love those. Absolutely love those. Oh, she looks like Pennywise peeking out of the sewer. Thanks. Just trying to be frozen. Oh, look! Campbell's got Eric jokes tonight. So, you didn't really get into the sodas too much, did you?
No. For a very big reason. I think they look stupid. I hate their eyes. They look dumb. Yeah, that looks dumb.
But
that's awesome. Congratulations. I like the Slee Stack one. Looks pretty cool because the eyes don't come into effect. The Batman Who Laughs, I love that one. That's cool. I have two original, like the two OG Batman, the Comic-Con one and the first Batman. I got those just because they're Batman.
Well, I have the pink one, the green one, and the blue one. I don't have the gold one. And I don't have Robin, which is weird. I don't know why.
I don't have the pink Batman. That's a big one.
Yeah, and I only ordered one, and I ended up getting him. Time to leave because Ross doesn't like sodas.
I like the sodas that don't have the eyeballs.
Well, some of them it works. Like this one, I think the eyes work, and like Neo looks pretty cool because he's got sunglasses on, and I thought they did a pretty good job with Cavity Sam. I think it all depends on the character. This one is Sully. I get this one off OCD. OCD was on the show a couple months ago. I got this one off of his. And then
yeah, see that one's fine. His eyes are normal. They're not.
Yeah, it works. It works for him. And this is just the common. The flocked one is the chase. But so I was on his Whatnot auction the other night, and I picked a soda I didn't have, and on the bottom of it was a redemption sticker. So you could either pick a sealed soda that you get free on top of the soda that you got, or you can pick two commons. So I picked a sealed SDCC toucan and ended up hitting the chase. And that's like a $70 chase. The Rudolph one's worked. I haven't seen the Rudolph one in I haven't seen anybody open him yet.
I haven't either. But
I have.
That's a cool figure right there.
That one's cool too. Do I have him? I have Batman Beyond. I don't know that I have the Batman Who Laughs.
I got the common and the chase. I had to pay for the chase, unfortunately, but I got an auction for $23.
These are the Rudolph ones. These are. I just got Hermie, but unfortunately I got two commons. This is a common.
Merry Christmas, Eric. Somebody said Merry Christmas. Yeah, that's fine.
So that's the Snow Miser.
What's up, Anthony?
What's up, Anthony? Yeah, so Anthony was in there with me the other night, and we were going after the toucans, and I cannot bid against Anthony. Anthony is too nice of a guy, and so when Anthony starts bidding on something, I just stop. But so yeah, I hit a chase toucan, and then I was in Moe's live the other night, and I won, and so I picked the toucan. What's up, Nancy? How are you? I picked the toucan again because I wanted the common. Ooh, look at you!
Wait, that's not metallic. I thought it was just glow. I seriously did not see metallic on this thing at all. Okay. Yeah, boy. How are you guys enjoying the snow? They're not, by the way.
Or not?
Well, actually, they initially, at least as far as Nancy and Cisco, they did not think they were going to like the snow, but based on the pictures, I think they're liking it more than they thought they were going to like it. Ooh, that's so cool.
He's cool. Like the translucent hair on him, and the snow miser, and he's diamond glitter, and I think so is the snow miser one. The Bumble, I think they screwed up on though. I think they did a glitter on him for the chase, and I think he should have been flocked. You're back. But I mean, like those, I really liked this movie. These movies have been like so important to me since I was a kid. I've loved those claymation ones. When do I get to open your box, Ross?
Oh, you're gonna open my box now?
I'd like to. Or do you want to talk about Eternals?
I have nothing to say about Eternals. I watched the first 5 minutes of it and I'm like, this is dumb. I'm not gonna like this at all.
Nancy's in flip flops in the snow.
Yeah, she took pictures of herself walking in the snow and flip flops.
I agree, Anthony. Rudolph should have been flocked in the glow.
But yeah, I watched the first 5 minutes of the Eternals and I was like, I'm not gonna like this.
So because I was laying in bed and that was one of the days when I really felt like crap, I ended up watching it, and it was probably the biggest waste of 2 hours of my life. And I'm not knocking on, because I know I Want This Stuff has you know, they got the new pops and people are picking up the pops left and right.
Yeah.
And I saw a bunch of them at Walmart today, but there wasn't a single character in that movie that I related to. Like, there wasn't one that I was like, ooh, you know, like Black Widow. I freaking love Florence Pugh's character. Yelena is like I can watch Black Widow over and over just to watch her and her comedic and everything else. But then I watched Eternals and I was like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. That was a big letdown for me.
Yeah. No, the production seemed a little bit under budgeted. The acting was a little bit cheesy and campy. The special effects were a little bit not up to par for where we're at right now. I was just like, no, they didn't put time. They just put this. They're like, let's get this out here as soon as we can. Try to make some money off of the rolling of the Marvel franchise, but it's not good. They should have.
They kind of interwove some of the MCU into it when they, you know, in places. Again, I'm not gonna ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet and wants to see it, but don't see it. I was hoping, like, based on the star power that they had in that movie, having Angelina Jolie in there, having Selma Hayek in there, I forget who the guy who plays Icarus, but I've seen him in stuff too. I was hoping that it was going to be fantastic, and as much hype as everybody gave that. Exactly. There you go, Umpty. Because at the end, you know, if you watch the end scenes of that, it was like, you know, going from Spider-Man No Way Home into seeing Eternals, I was like, Spider-Man No Way Home, Eternals is not even on the screen.
Yeah. And you would think with the star power, but I think they were just dialing crap out, or maybe the whole epidemic thing affected it, and they're just like, we're working with a skeleton crew, minimal takes, minimal effects, minimal time spending editing. Let's just churn this out, get it out to the public, whatever.
Well, I will be interested to see if Kit Harington's character gets some sort of a spinoff, because I'd never even heard of that character before. That until the Eternals, the Black Knight character, I didn't know anything about that. So that was interesting, and I'm sorry if you guys can hear the dog snoring in the background.
All right.
But yeah, I was super disappointed in it, and I'm sorry if I'm ruining it for anybody who's like, "Ooh, I got all the pops, and I'm so excited for this." But watch it, and maybe you guys can explain what I'm missing. And it's to fill a storyline. But they also had the kid from the boy band, Harry Styles, and announced at the end that it was coming back for a second one. I meant no, Ian.
I don't understand what Eric's saying.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, Eric seems to be on the same line as me. I mean, it was kind of like the same thing with Wonder Woman 84. Like, I haven't, with Spider-Man has been probably the best of like the movies that's come out. I mean, Justice League, the second Justice League was better, I think, than the first one. The first go around of that, but Blade I'm interested in seeing. Oh my gosh.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Batman. I didn't buy any of the pops.
I didn't buy any of them either. And usually when that happens, it's like, it's huge. I don't know if they're going to get the carryover because of him being Edward Cullen or if it's going to be a bomb. And
I'm very, very disappointed that one of the interesting exclusives is Pop in a Box, which is coming out like tomorrow or Friday. I'm not buying it because Pop in a Box sucks.
Mm-hmm.
They ship their pops damaged and they ship them 9, 10, 11 months after they've been released, after the projected release date. I can't deal with that company. I won't support that company.
I may actually go see Batman in theaters. Wow. I might actually pass out.
Wow.
Well, it's the same thing. Like, I pre-ordered the Christmas sodas, and everybody's got them. Everybody's got them. Small companies have them. Everybody's got Hermie and Rudolph and everything. I got them from Plastic Empire, and I got them from what's the other shit show? Excuse my language.
Pop in a Box?
No. Big Apple.
Oh.
Ask me if they've even shipped yet. And then, what was the other disappointment for me? Insane Toy Shop.
Oh.
Never sent my Stinkor soda. I asked about it twice. The first time they said, "Oh, there was something wrong. They must have gotten some of the ones that had the Hulk in them, and we will be shipping them out." 3 months later, I said again, everybody's got Stinkor, and I picked one up off of a Whatnot auction, or somehow I got one, but it was just the common, and yeah, they didn't even answer me my email or anything to them. They just partially, so quote unquote, partially refunded it. I haven't seen it hit my account yet.
Oh.
But from Spastic, I ordered the oil can, the Groot, the Godzilla, and Aquaman, and I've gotten Godzilla and Groot so far. So I'm still waiting on Oil Can Harry and Aquaman.
I got my metallic rainbow MTV Moonman last weekend from Smyworld.
Nice.
Forgot I even pre-ordered, but didn't that's been out for like 5 or 6 months, right?
Yeah, I've had him for a while.
So I got the email like, I don't remember ordering this, but sweet, because I never bought it again. But it's like, why is Smyworld getting a rapidly or a pop that was released to everybody 6 months ago?
I don't know. I got him too because of I have the Silver Moon Man. I didn't get the gold one. I have the silver one and I have the rainbow one. But I was going through my list of my Funko list because I got those new pop protectors. So I was like, anything $50 and up, I'm going to put in a protector. That isn't already in a protector. I was shocked as hell that I have the Monica Geller where it's got the turkey on her head.
Yeah.
That pop was $70.
Wow. And how much is it now?
No, it's worth $70 right now, and I got it for $5.
Oh, okay.
I was like, holy crap! And then the other one that my mom ended up picking up for me that I was shocked as hell went up is the Spider-Man in the symbiote suit. He's right up there, the blue, right next to the breast cancer ones. That's $155. I got him on the drop.
Wow.
So I was totally shocked. So am I allowed to open this now? Because it's driving me insane.
Yes, because I'm getting a little bit tired. We're not going to play Quiplash tonight. Sorry.
Okay, we don't have to play Quiplash.
Yeah. Yeah. So we talked about this before. I was doing late night auctions, looking for Funko Pops, trying to buy stuff under value. I saw this, and this is like a 500-piece item, by the way.
500 piece
500
item?
of these in the world. And I knew that you liked this franchise. And I was like, you know what? This is pretty sweet. Oh, yeah. And I sent some things in the package, too.
Yeah, well, you're gonna go on the mic stand. And then I got some Reese's Pieces. And I can't see what it is yet. And he sent me some hot chocolate.
Yes.
And you sent me... Ooh. I'm gonna have to try this. I gotta send you... My mom just did southern fried cabbage. So he sent me this and then a smoky Madeira gravy on the back.
Yes.
Mom, we gotta try this.
I don't really care about the gravy. The other one with the Brussels sprouts and the... What is it? Broccoli? Brussels sprouts?
I'm gonna try that. I just made cabbage Alfredo.
All right. So... This is a Funko franchise.
Funko franchise, okay. I can't see it because where you got all the bubble wrap. I have no idea what it is.
Good.
It's very well packaged, though, Ross.
The person I bought it from shipped it to me in a paper bubble wrap shipper thing, not a box.
Really?
I was happy that it got to me undamaged. Wow, I packaged that thing really good. Really?
That is so freaking cool!
Apparently, you
oh my gosh, that's all. I didn't even know this existed.
I didn't either. Apparently, you can move the little dial thing too.
Oh, so you can put it up to 88 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Ross, thank you so much. This is so cool. And on the back of it, it's got all the dates. Limited edition 500. Oh, Eric's going to be jealous. Oh, you have that one? Sharon, I got to talk to you.
When I won that auction, I put a post up on Instagram. I'm like, who is the biggest Back to the Future fan? And nobody said anything. So I was like, well, I'm just going to give it to my friend.
I didn't even see it.
Yep.
Anthony's asking if you got Gem Pop's mystery boxes.
I got his last one. I didn't know he had a new one. I didn't get Pop King Paul's mystery box tonight because I don't think his mystery boxes are that good anymore. Nice, Eric. I approve of that message. He still has his Christmas tree up. I still have my Christmas lights up.
There, I moved it to 88 miles an hour.
Oh, you opened it up. What a brave. I tried to like tap it to get it to go over to 88. Isn't that cool though?
It is. That is the cool. That is so cool. I didn't know this existed at all. And the fact that there's only 500 of them in the world is amazing. Of course Eric has it. Of course. I have the Spidey you mentioned. He doesn't have a new one as of yet.
Yeah. Oh, no, my last Jim Pops mystery box. I got 2 of them. The first one that I opened was meh. It was okay. It just broke even. But the second one I opened was actually a personal grail.
Oh, nice.
So, as Surf's Up Batman.
I used to have the Joker one. Long time ago.
So that was awesome. Except every new pop that I get that I'm keeping is one more thing that I have to move every time I get a new location to work at.
Yeah, I'm pretty much to the point where I need a bigger room. Like, I've actually been debating on, like, moving my bedroom into this one and moving this room into the front for a couple of reasons. One, I can't stand the traffic noise when people fly up and down this road at night. It's quieter back here. And two, I think that room is bigger, but the problem is the closet in this room is so much smaller than the one that my bedroom is in, and that's going to be an issue. Because I need all the closet space I can get.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Harbor, what's going on?
What?
I said, Pop Harbor. I said, what's going on?
Pop Harbor likes my Freddy.
Yes.
Cool Freddy.
And I'm kind of shocked at myself. I only have 6 Freddys. And I just picked up the other Christmas one holding the gift. I picked him up. Wait, no, I have a basketball one too. Where's the basketball one? I'm missing one.
I sold my basketball one.
I started going through stuff and trying to organize this today. I didn't realize this has ticked me off because I have the Imperial set and I got the 2 additional Superman up there. The black and white metallic one and the Asia exclusive one.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot that I had Martian Manhunter. So because of the size of these, I had to move one of them down to the next shelf down. So now all the Imperials are not together, minus the 2 Grails that are up there. And I don't know if I'm missing one. I don't think I am. I think I have all of the breast cancer ones, but so I put John Lennon up at the top, even though because I know they're not monetarily Grails, but the breast cancer ones mean a lot to me. Ross Roadshow on wheels. So are you keeping it? Are you if you buy one that you really want, you're selling one so that it stays the same, or you just keep adding bins now as you move?
Well, so I'm selling on eBay constantly, trying to keep my collection down. I'm in the process of communicating brokenly with somebody to try to sell 20 of my pops so that I can eliminate a big, huge box that I have to move every time I relocate. But yeah, I have 3 big, huge plastic bins. I got a big, huge cardboard box. I have 2 guitars. I have an amp. I have 2 backpacks. All that shit has to fit in my car and move up to my new location here in a week and a half. Oh, did I tell you? So last time we talked, oh, you're muted. So that's coming.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the chase is with the little. No, that would be the actual cook with the rat coming out of his hat. Anyway, forgot what I was talking about. Never mind. I'm really hungry.
Well, and we can go. But yeah, no, I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, you were talking about selling a big box that you're constantly selling, trying to keep your thing down. I was just wondering how that worked because I know that you've gotten some mystery boxes and stuff. So I don't know if you're like keeping it at a certain number and then you have to sell so many down. And like, are you worried about your house in Yakima? Like somebody going through your shit and taking it? Like, aren't your valuable ones there, or are your valuable ones with
My
you?
valuable ones are with me.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, sure, there's some valuable items where I left behind, but actually it's funny because two of the valuable items are League of Legends pops. And you guys know that I love League of Legends. And they released a animated series on Netflix a couple months ago, and two of those pops went crazy in value. Those are in the basement. So if you guys want to go rob my basement, there is a girl in the basement that will kill you. So just warn.
The Remy Chase should definitely be flocked. Yes.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So no, my over $50 pops came on the road with me. And
Nice.
before I left, I sold 278 pops. I sold the majority of my collection. Yeah,
That's
and there's
insane.
Eric showed me some pictures of League of Legends stuff. They weren't Funko, but they were still really cool if you like League of Legends.
No, that's very cool.
But yeah, so no, I've been selling stuff. Like Black Friday, I bought a whole bunch of Funko mystery boxes, and I was kind of like, dude, what are you doing? You have to move all this stuff. So I started selling on eBay, and I tried to sell on Whatnot, but it would not let me get past the picture taking phase of Whatnot. I couldn't take a picture of the item I was trying to sell. So I was like, okay, well, screw this. I'll just go back to eBay. And eBay keeps track of your sales, which is insane. I've sold $2,198 in Funko Pops in the last 90 days.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Did you ever sell that one that you and Dead Zone were trying to sell? Was it a Skeletor or something?
We ended up working out a deal. So I think he still has it for sale, or he might have traded it at some point. But yeah, that was the Disco Skeletor.
That's right, yeah. The black hooded Skeletor. That was like, and you got that in a mystery box, didn't you?
Yeah, I got that out of a $700 Pop King Paul mystery box.
Nice.
I miss those Pop King Paul mystery boxes. Like the one he had tonight, there were 9 boxes, $450 plus shipping. 3 of the boxes were below value. One of the boxes was like $300 over value. Whoop-de-doo. It's not exciting.
No, I remember like him, and he used to sell. I mean, I'm sure he still sells out because some people haven't had him or anything like that, but haven't gotten one before. But like I remember buying like a $25 box and I got a $90 pop in there. It was like you had good options in there, and yeah, I mean it's different now. He's getting married though, so I'm sure he's trying to make some money. He and Jassy are getting married.
Yeah, it's crazy. You ever seen a picture of his car that he bought?
Which one?
The $90,000 one that he bought last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty sweet.
All from Funko Pops. You've made the mic stand.
I just, my curiosity thing is like him and several other people, where do they find the connection to buy these collections?
I'm sure. Well, there's a lot I saw on like Facebook, like people selling their collections, and then I'm sure as his notoriety grew, then it will be like Christmas. I'm expecting I want this stuff box. Yeah, I have like 3 more boxes coming from them, and that's why I made a joke the other night that they should just hold it and just ship me a crate. But I think as the notoriety grows, then people, it's like Slapshot Pops. Slapshot Pops is the same thing. They just bought 2 collections, and I think people reach out to them and say, hey, I know MI Pops here in Michigan, they'll do 75% value. of, whatever it is. But then I'm thinking, I'm like, if that means if I took, Sloth in there, he's at like, what, $750 or something like that? That's a big chunk of change to miss off of him if I, sold him to them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the smaller pops, sure. I mean, you're talking about a couple of bucks. That's not a big deal. But when you're getting up into the grails and you're losing 25% of the value, that's big.
Yeah. Oh, I lost a lot of money when I sold my collection.
Did you sell it all in one chunk?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
did you get less than 75% value?
Yep.
Ooh.
I got about 60% value.
I mean, if I was like hard up for money and, like I told my mom, if something happened where I needed a new roof or my furnace went out or something, I have value in these that I could turn around and, get the money quickly if I needed to. And, which is, is the good part. It's not, it's no different than playing the stock market. Everyone's like, well, their value is going to go down, sell, sell, sell. Okay. And that might happen. But for now, this is the most amount of money that I've been able to save in value is what's sitting in this room.
Yeah. And also, like, at the time that I sold it, there was circumstances that had happened that I was completely burned out on Funko. I was like, I'm just done. Don't want to have anything to do with this. I'm just done. And so I was willing, and, I could have listed them all on eBay and sold them one at a time and got my money back. I was like, I just want these things. I want my room to look normal. I'm tired of having 400 little 5x4 boxes in my room every time I come home. I was just overwhelmed every day I came home.
Yeah.
So it worked out okay. And it ended up rebuying some of them. I do now rehab all of the Chrome Batmans.
Nice. I only have one. I think I have the orange Chrome.
And the actual convention sticker ones.
Oh, of course you do.
Of course I do.
I had the dark blue one for a while.
Yeah. Well, the weirdest one is the orange, the like copper orange
one. Mm-hmm.
The difference in price is like $70 between the shared and the convention. And same with the teal one. The shared and the con are separated by like $40 or $50.
Yeah, I think I picked the orange coppery one up from Toy Tokyo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane right now because their tracks, the Transformer, because they usually get the convention exclusive Transformer. Every single time he does an auction, he's got like 15 of those.
Oh.
Like that tracks didn't do well, and last I knew, they still had some of the. Now, if you want to see a cool soda, this one was cool. This one is cool. Masters of the Universe, and this was Toy Tokyo exclusive too, and I did not get the shared.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Totally cool. Oh my god.
With the clear body?
Those are like toys we used to play with as kids. That internal stuff. What are they called? Eric, what were those toys called where they had the clear bubbles with the gears inside that you can like connect to each other and make something move at the end? Hell no.
But this is supposedly only a 5,000 piece, right?
Yeah.
And last I checked, they still had them available. Like, how do you still have only 5,000 of these and you still have some available? How is that possible?
Doesn't seem possible.
No. Especially because they were selling them at the con. And then they had them on the website, and Funko had them on the drop too. It's weird.
Very weird.
It's weird. Well, I know you want to eat, and I don't have to work until 3 o'clock tomorrow, so.
Well, I have to get up and go take my car into the shop tomorrow, but that's all I have to do. But still, I'm tired. I got up at 4:30 this morning and went to work.
Well, I'm gonna try this.
Oh yeah, give it a bite while we're still live.
Give it a bite real quick. Lisa bought this for me, so I know she's not watching because I think she's babysitting.
You know what? I'm actually predicting that they're going to be spectacular.
It has zero smell to it.
That's it. Oh, okay. I was thinking popcorn for some reason, even though I saw cotton candy.
You don't get the Dr. Pepper flavor until the very end. Like it melts down. It's kind of an afterthought. But it's good. I love cotton candy. I don't know why.
It's so bad for you, though.
Pretty good. All right, so that's why I asked you for your address. So once those get here, because I ordered us both one, I'll have to ship it to you.
Yeah, I won't know my address till next week.
Okay. That's fine. You want to say goodbye to everybody? Did you hear? Say bye, Femi. All right, thank you guys so much. We're going to hopefully shoot for the salad shooter and fountain next week. And if not, then I'm probably either going to do DC recipes or the Star Wars recipes. I got to talk about. My mom wants to do Star Wars recipes, so we're going to see. So thank you guys. It was good to be back, and I will see you guys next week. Ross is going to go eat his dinner now.
It's nice
Have a
hanging out.
great evening, everybody, and see you next Tuesday.
Better.
Thank you. All right, bye, guys.